All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully today will be a little quicker than last time, but we shall see. All right, so today we're going to go over SIMnet Access Guided Project 2-1. Last time we designed our table in what is called the datasheet view. Today we are going to design our table in design view, which is the view that I talked about in the lecture on Tuesday. All right, so let's do it.
Start file.
You all know what to do. We have one file. You're like, yay, we have one file. Yes, I like one file also.
Same.
All right, enable content. We always do enable content. Okay, so how many tables do we have right now? Those were steps 1, 2, and 3. We're going to create another table, but how many do we have to start with? 1. So we're not opening that. We're going to create a table in design view. So to be able to do that, we're going to click the create tab. Everybody? Create tab. We're going to click this button this time, table design. And this kicks us right into design view. So table, and then in the create, and then in the tables group, we're going to click table design. Should give us this. This should look familiar to those that, I don't want to say those that messed up last time, but this should look somewhat familiar. You see that we have the field names, the data types, and the descriptions. Now, when we set these, when we set the field name and the data type up here, down here in the field properties at the bottom, those will all appear. So here we go. Oh, do we have spaces in table names? Yes or no? The answer is no. We do not have space. Now, do we have spaces in captions? The answer is yes.
Yes.
All right, here we go. First one, everybody. First one. So your first field is branch. I'm just going to go ahead and type it in. So I'm going to type it in, and I'm going to push the tab. I'm going to push the tab key. So the tab key gets you to data type.
I couldn't find it. Table design tab.
You didn't open the employees table, did you?
B-R-A.
First click create. The create tab.
Okay.
And table design. And then we type in branch.
And then the shortcuts it.
Then we push the tab key on our keyboard and it puts short text in automatically. So after you type branch, push the tab key on the left side of your keyboard. There we go, short text, very good. Okay. And then you don't have to type this in for the description. I'm going to copy it. It's unique branch name. I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to push tab, so I'm in here, and paste. So tab, and paste. Now,
what did you do? Not there.
Now, before we continue, you will notice what step D wants us to do. So we're still here. It wants us to click the primary key button, which is up here under tools. So please click that. You will notice to the left of branch, there is now a key symbol. See that little tiny key symbol to the left of the word branch?
Yeah.
So I talked about this on Tuesday. So you're going to click, did you click primary key? Go ahead and click. Okay, there you go. That's what it's supposed to look like. So that means that every branch that we type in, because obviously branch is not going to be numbers, it's short text, right? So it's going to be words. So that means every value in that field is going to be unique. It has to be different. No two can be the same. Okay, so after you click primary key, we're going to push tab to go to the next row, or you can click there. And everybody, you're going to do this on your own. We're going to put in all these fields. Address, city, state, zip, phone, and date open. You notice these are all short text except for which one?
Date open.
Date opened, correct. That's date time, right. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. And again, I'd probably copy and paste the descriptions in. So you don't have to type all this. That's so weird on zip code, okay? Remember, you tab between the fields. That's why I'm being able to do this so quickly. I'm just tabbing. And notice the last one is date opened, no space on the field name. And it's date time. All I do is type a D when I get to the data type, and or you can click the drop-down menu to find date time. And that's what it should look like. That's what it should look like for the time being. Stepping away from the computer. So to make sure everybody gets to this. Again, just like the last lesson, we're setting all the fields up before we put in all of the captions and the field sizes. Because you notice at the bottom, on all the ones that say short text, if you're done, you're gonna save it as branches. You're gonna save the table as branches. So when you're finished, you're gonna save the table as branches,
Address,
like this.
address. Copy off my screen. Address.
Give you guys a moment to get that done. Usually I'm not the first one. Make sure all of them are short text except for date time. If you click on one of the other fields, like one of the other field names, like zip or phone or something, you'll notice that the field properties at the bottom change. So date time is gonna look a little bit different than the rest of them. So if you click on any of the other ones that say like short text, like zip or state, or you'll notice the field properties at the bottom now have like field size, caption, all that stuff we were doing on the front end. This is the back end. So for me, as an Avid Access user, I like to design my databases like this, or my tables like this, because it's easy. You just go right through, put all the information in, put the field sizes in, put the captions in. We're gonna be dealing with a few other things other than that today. We're also gonna be dealing with what is called an input mask today, especially for the zip codes and the phone numbers. Because yes, how many different ways can you type in a phone number? A bunch of different ways, right? Especially like you use hyphens, you just put the numbers in, you put the parentheses around the area code, a bunch of different ways to put in a telephone number. So today, we're gonna set up the input mask to where when we're entering, so we're not gonna be copying and pasting the phone numbers in today, everybody. We're gonna actually have to type them in. Like just type the numbers, we don't have to type symbols. We don't have to type anything else. When we get to the phone number part, we're just going to type in the numbers. We're not going to do anything else. Which means, yes, it's possible for data entry mistakes to be made today. So just be very careful when you're doing that, because like we found out last week, well, Nick, I lost a half point and I don't know where it is. I'm like, well, it's somewhere in the space, or the misspelling is somewhere inside of that file. You've got to find it. And so, anyhow,
I did find where it is.
let me know when.
I did that one right, the date.
Yeah, that's perfect. You're gonna save it as branches. It tells you in step M down there, branches. So just do a Control S to save it and call it branches.
Control N.
If you're just joining us, you're gonna open up your file. You're gonna click Create, you're gonna click Table Design. Well, you gotta click Enable Content to enable it, but if you're just joining us, yes, we're taking off with this one. We're only 9 minutes in and the table's already been created. So how many tables do we have now? Two. We have two. We have branches and employees. So do not open the employees table if you're just joining us.
No, you have it all.
We're gonna create the branches table first. All right, let's see what's next, everybody. So that was step M. Okay, so you can just do me a favor and just click once up here on branch. Like just click up here. Everybody? Just click up here on branch before we go to the next step. Now you will notice, everybody, So you don't have to click the row selector, I just had you click up here so that you're in the row. You just have to be somewhere in this row, you just have to be somewhere in here. Because the row selector is the thing to the left that's orange, the box that's orange, that's the row selector. So whenever it asks you to click a row selector, it's the box to the left of the field name. But you don't have to, I just want you to click once here in branch, just that your cursor's flashing. Right, now we're gonna set our field sizes. Yes, we're gonna set our field sizes and everything else. Now you will notice here, the branch is one word, so we're not gonna need a caption. So we're not gonna need a caption on any of these except for which one?
Branches.
Probably date opened, but you'll see it down here. It will tell you if it needs, now check it out. So for this, we're gonna set our required property to yes if necessary, 30 for field size for the first one. So notice down here it says 255, get rid of it, change it to 30. You'll notice that required is already set to yes, so we do not need to make that change. We do not need to make that change, so we are okay with that. And that's all we had to do. It's all we had to do with steps O and P. So now we're just gonna go to the address field. All you have to do is this, everybody. Just click here. So all we're doing now is we're just setting up the field sizes and everything else. So here we go. So here's address, field size 40. Oh yeah, and one more thing, everybody. Notice how it says no on required down here? All you have to do is double click the word no like this. Down here where it says required no, just double click it like this. And it turns it into yes. So for all these fields, required is gonna be yes, required is gonna be yes, required is gonna be yes.
Except
So-
branch,
What's that?
except branch, the first one? Oh, the first one.
Yeah, branch, it was already yes. We didn't have to do that. Because it was a primary key field, it sets it to yes. So there's address, 40, yes, city, just click, you can just click like I'm doing. 20, and yes, we just double click down here to change no to yes. And state is, now you notice here everybody, on state, it has you put in a default value. All you're gonna do is type in the capital letter CA. So city is 20, and required is yes. State, field size is 2. Default value is capital CA, and required is yes. Now you notice that it puts double quotes around the CA after you put the CA in as required. The double quotes denote that it is text that is inside of there. It will not put the double quotes in the actual field, it's only gonna put in the text between those quotes. Because if it was a number, you would put the number in without the quotes. If that was your default value, like if you're gonna put in like a numeric value, you would do that,
City, Nick.
and it would not be, so city was 20, and yes. You've got it right there in front of you. And then just double click the no and change it to yes under required. You gotta do that for each field. Just double click no and turn it to yes. You have to click the word, there you go. Did you do that for address? So double click it. Okay, branch automatically does yes, so you don't have to worry about that. So now you're on state. So state field size is 2. The default value is capital CA. Okay, and then double click no and change it to yes for required. You go, and that puts double quotes around the CA denoting that it is text. Next we're going to zip. So what does it want us to do for zip?
9.
9 and yes. And phone, 10 and yes. And then date open, everybody, the format is medium date, so you're just gonna click in here and type a capital M, and it turns it into medium date. And required is yes. And then save it. All right. Where are we at?
It's right here, so I don't.
Okay, so you're creating, create tab, table design, right below it, yep. Boom. and then you're just gonna start putting stuff in.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're gonna put in all the stuff there, like I've got it, it's all there in the instruction, it's all there in your instructions, you can copy and paste if you want.
Yeah.
Your first field, after you put your first field in, you're gonna click the primary key button, which is over on the left-hand side over here, but this is after, but that's after you
Oh,
put
that's
everything in
after?
your first row, right?
Thank you.
Huh? And you just got, we're just putting it all in on this end instead of the other end. All right? All right. Yeah, beautiful. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I didn't tell you this was a little easier than last time, but at least I hope it's easier than last time. Everybody's on their phones, it's great. Okay. People who are on their phones, let's keep you interested here. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do in steps 6 and 7 is we're gonna create that input mask that I was telling you about before. So for the zip codes, it's gonna be 5 digits, a dash, and 4 digits for the zip codes. So when we're entering the zip codes in, we're only gonna enter the numbers. We're not going to, we can't copy and paste because when we're copying and pasting, it's gonna try to copy symbols in there and you don't wanna do that. So we have to actually type the numbers for the zip codes, and we actually have to type the numbers for the phone numbers. So the thing is, with these next two steps, the next two steps are extremely easy. Extremely easy. We have really nothing to think about here other than you know that we gotta go to the zip field. So I'm gonna go to the zip field. I'm gonna click on input mask down here. Notice that my cursor's flashing in there. There are 3 dots. There's an ellipsis all the way on the right-hand side, way over here. Way over here on that side. I'm gonna click that. And the one I'm gonna pick is which one?
Zip code.
Zip code, you're so good. And actually, we're just gonna click finish. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, we're just gonna click finish. And then phone number, we're gonna click on phone. We're gonna click on input mask. We're gonna click the 3 dots. Oh, save the table, yes. Click yes if it asks you to save the table. Which one are we picking for phone number?
First one is
There it is, phone number, you got it, and we're gonna click finish. Too easy. And I would save again. So those were steps 6 and 7. For those following along, that was all of 6, all of 7. All right. And you guys are all set to go to start putting stuff in. Oh wait, well, okay, so next we're gonna go to zip. Okay, you're gonna click down there where it says input mask. Look on the left there, it says input mask. Click inside the field, yep, and then click the 3 dots way over here. And it's a zip code, so which one are we gonna pick? Oh, click yes. Oh, you forgot to save as branches. B, capital B, R, branches. Start typing. R-A-N-C-H-E-S, and okay. Okay, so for a zip code, which one are you choosing?
Phone.
No, for a zip code, which one do you pick?
Zip code.
Yes, and then finish. And then you're gonna click on phone. Yep, you're gonna do the same thing. Click down on input mask, 3 dots on the right. Say yes. And for phone, which, oh, it's already chosen. Just click finish. Congratulations, save your file, Control S. Right, you're right where I am right now. Go ahead and make sure it happens over here. Make sure that, yeah, you're good.
No, see what you're right. Start zip.
Yep. Well, you probably should save his table first, so Control S and call it branches. All right, how are we doing?
Okay, caught up. When it
Okay.
says click save, where
Yep,
you save
just
it?
Control, you can just do Control S.
Oh, Control S.
Yeah. And then just save it as branches, yep. Just Control V, yep, there you go.
And then they're here.
Okay, cool. So now you're gonna go into each field. So you're gonna start with, you're already, Okay, you're already in branch, so that's, or you can just click on branch. So down below you see your field size and your required. So you're gonna change your field size to 30 for that one, that's step O. So change the 255 at the bottom to 30.
And then do the input field right here.
Input mask, yep. And then it's already says yes for required, so you don't have to worry about that, so that's already done. So now you're on step S, which is address. So you're just gonna click on address.
Address,
You're gonna change your field size to whatever it tells you over there,
So 30,
40.
oh, 40.
Yep.
Oh, so you just click each one
Yep, and then you gotta double click the no and change it to yes for required. Double click it. There you go, now it's yes. Now you can go to the next one, which is city.
City, and then
Yep,
that's
it tells you
20.
down there.
Okay, thank you.
So I did the first one, right? On zip code, right?
Perfect, now click phone. You're gonna do it again for phone. And it already, it say yes. And yep, so just click finish and save it again, Control S. Now make sure that address, city, and state are all capitalized for your field names. And there's no space in date opened, you're gonna get dinged for that. No space on date opened, it should look like this. All right, everybody else. Go over here to view and switch it, or just click the little thing that looks like a spreadsheet and change it back to data sheet view. That's all I'll do. Right, so here's your stuff right here. Notice the CA automatically fills in. Now keep in mind, phone and date opened, or excuse me, zip and phone, you cannot copy and paste those. So, oh, and date opened, because you set it to medium date, it's gonna look different. It's gonna look different than what it says in the actual instructions. So once you've saved that, oh, no space between date and opened,
I know, I tried to go back, it wouldn't let me.
because you're in the wrong field, you gotta click over here and remove the space. Just click between date and open. There, save it again. Right, now we're gonna switch to data sheet view. So you're gonna click on your thing that looks like a data sheet. Yeah, there you go. And that's where we're at. We're gonna do the same over there. Right, so again, my advice from last week, you probably wanna paste the addresses in. If you feel like pasting any of this in, please do. You notice how I'm making these fields wider so I can see what's going on? All right, here we go. So we're now down here, everybody. Step 8C. So I got Cameron Park. Oh, by the way, this address for the second one for Folsom is, I would recommend copying and pasting that, because definitely recommend copying and pasting these in, because people miss points all the time for misspelling. So I'm definitely, I know, bless you. I'm trying to make it wider. It's not letting me make it wider. That's fine. I'll copy and paste it in anyway. Again, zip codes, you have to type those in. So 95682, 8454, you have to type these in. 530, 672, 3232. And date opened, you do it like this, and it changes the date from this to this. Don't freak out when it does this. It's gonna change it to 01-JN-20. Right. You can't copy and paste those in, I say you gotta type those in.
Question.
Yeah.
Is this part right?
Okay.
Is this muted?
Oh, no, it's not, because you gotta change short text here to date time.
Oh,
So just
date
click there once. Yep, click the drop down arrow.
And then daytime?
Date time, yep. Now, down there,
Okay.
type an M under format, just, yep, click there and type an M.
M?
Just type an M.
Oh,
And then down there, yep, required, yes. Okay, great, it's perfect.
got it. Okay, and
It
then.
is perfect.
So is this click?
So go ahead and save.
S?
Yep, okay, now you are, now you're gonna click zip. Now down here under input mask, you're gonna click where it says input mask, yep. And you're gonna click the 3 dots on the right. It's a zip code, so which one of those do you pick?
Zip code?
Yep,
Right here.
okay, finish.
Finish.
And then click on phone, because we're gonna set it up for phone also. Input mask, 3 dots, yes.
Yes.
And it defaults to phone number, so click finish.
Finish.
Okay,
Got it.
save it again.
Save.
Okay, now click on the thing that looks like a sheet. Yep, there you go.
Thank you.
And then scroll down and you'll see all the stuff that you have to input.
Got it.
So yep, You're really scrolling down, because those two steps, we did all that in just a couple of clicks. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna let you do the typing here. Again, I highly recommend you copy the addresses because some of these are tricky, like that one, 72 Natoma Street, comma, space, hashtag B1. And again, I'm typing in the zip codes and I'm typing in the phone numbers. If you get any of those numbers wrong, it's gonna dock you. And then yes, you can type in the dates like this, and when you push tab, it will change it to medium date like this. So it is supposed to look like that. It is supposed to look like that. Beautiful. Okay. So people online, yes, you definitely need to type it in like that. And there you have it. So those are the only three. I'm actually gonna click back on phone here after I do that last one. I'm gonna click over here. I'm just gonna click there. And I'm saving it again.
Trying to figure out where that 1 pound thing was.
Yeah, that's why I said several times, copy
Yeah.
it.
I
This is
tried
pound.
to copy it. It said the little error button.
Okay. Beautiful. I pasted it. Now you're on city. I just pasted it in. All right. Again, you can make these wider if you want, so that you can see everything that's in it. I have great news for you all. That's the extent of our typing for the day. That's the extent of our typing. You're like, yes! That's the extent of our typing. Well, not necessarily. Because this next part, I really need to take a moment to explain this next part. We're actually almost finished. We will easily be done before 11. Because this was the hard part. This was the hard part of the project.
I would like to make a change here, but it doesn't allow me to go back.
Like, okay.
Okay, yeah, I did okay.
Oh, you mean up there? Well, it says you gotta finish typing the
Oh,
stuff,
I
so
have to
click
finish
okay.
first. Okay.
So go to zip, just push tab, yeah. And you can go back and fix it in just a moment.
Okay.
Just keep pressing on there. And then when you get to
Yeah,
the
finish.
date opened and you're done typing the date in, just see if you can click back on that to fix it.
Okay. So we don't have to copy and paste. We gotta type it also.
The zip and the phone, yes, I would recommend,
Okay.
unless you were able to copy and paste it. If you were, then great. Yeah, we'll be done, we'll easily be done by 11 today, everybody. Because we're already on step 9 of 12, so I mean, we're toward the end already. The next part is not an easy part, but I'm gonna show you how to make it easy. We're just gonna copy and paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. No typing. Typing is bad. Typing is bad. But Nick, you're a computer instructor. Yes, I know. There's a reason I don't have repetitive strain injury. That's because I don't type a lot. It's 'cause I don't type. For my essays, I'll be honest, I put everything in regular notepad. Yes, and then I have an essay I already have formatted, so I just copy it from notepad, right click, wherever I want to paste it in the essay, and it lets me paste it right in. It's all formatted and everything, and I'm like, man, that's beautiful. Of course, I copy and paste a lot of citations, because, you gotta do your research. Right, I know you're almost all ready over here. Okay, cool. So all I did was just click back on the phone number. Cool. Control S to save. You got it all?
Yeah.
Cool. Control S to save, okay. All right, almost everybody's ready. Go to the next step. We're able to fix it, Marshall?
1 minute, yeah, I fix it.
Okay, good.
1 minute behind.
I mean, you would have lost that whopping half point, but I mean, you would have lost it. You would have lost that whole half point or whatever it would have been.
He messed this up a little bit. He messed up this one, he put lowercase a.
Well, yeah, by default, it's gonna put the C and the A. So you gotta finish typing the date first.
I'm just typing it.
So you don't have to put it in as 01-Jan, you can put it in as this, 1/1/2020.
You don't have to do that.
It formats it like that automatically. Okay, now try and click back over on the CA. Yeah, you gotta put it in as a regular date.
Regular
So,
date, Dad.
that's okay, just click in there and delete it. No, you gotta click inside the field and you gotta get off that thing. Yeah, now see if you can backspace it out, okay? Just go 1/1/2022. And then click on the CA right after. See if you can go back to design view again. I gotta check design view. Click it again. Click inside of here, please. Okay. Click design view. Just click convert the data in this column to the, yeah, just do that. Okay, it's fine. Click on design view, please. Yep, that's that. It's short text, that's why. It's got to be changed to date time. And then down below you have to type an M in format, so click down there. M for medium date. Okay, required's already yes, that's great, save it. Control S. Okay, go back to data,
Yes.
say yes. Go back to data sheet view. Click on the thing that looks like a spreadsheet. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so now, see if you can click in there. Okay, fix that. That automatically is put in, so you don't have to type capital A.
Hey.
Okay, now go to your date opened. Click again, click again. Okay, now put the date in. 1/1/2020 / after your second one. And tap. Yes, it worked. Okay, I'll let you finish that one up. Marshall, you're good over here. Everybody's good over here. All right. So for this next part, I'll just start talking while you guys are finishing that up. So what we're gonna do in this next part is we're going to create a drop-down list that when somebody uses this database, they have only a certain amount of things to choose from. They can't pick from outside these values. And you will notice in the instructions, it talks to us about different departments. So like administration, health and benefits, insurance, sales, property and casualty. Those are gonna be the 4 options that somebody will have to pick from when they're entering records into the employees tables. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna restrict, because remember I talked about how many data entry mistakes we can possibly make. But with this, it restricts people to only pick from a certain set of values. So we call that a lookup wizard. So that's what we're gonna do in this next piece.
If I type it in this right.
This is a really important piece coming up, so as soon as you guys are done, let me know, please. Let me know when you guys are ready. Okay, because yes, this next part is extremely important. All right, so what we're gonna do, everybody, is you already saved this table. We're gonna go ahead and close the table. That means we're gonna see the word branches here. We're gonna click the X next to the word branches. We're gonna keep the file open. It says you wanna save the changes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Now, we are gonna open the employees table, step 9. We're gonna open the employees table in design view. So to do that, we're going to right-click employees over here on the left. And we're gonna choose design view from the menu. It should open it in design view, like this. Okay, so on the departments field, we're gonna change the data type property to lookup wizard. So here's department. We're gonna change short text right here to lookup wizard. It's the last one on the bottom. Lookup wizard with 3 dots. Now, this is what appears when you do this. It's gonna give you this. So, for the sake of this project, we're gonna choose, I will type the values that I want. So I'm gonna click, I will type the values that I want. And we're gonna click next. Okay, so everybody, please make this column wider. Put your pointer here and make it wider so that you can see what you're doing. So all we're gonna do is Control-C, Control-V from our instructions into here, like this. Like this. So that was steps B, C, D, and E. You didn't have to click the first cell because we're already in the first cell. So we're just gonna copy administration, like this. Copy, paste. And I'm just gonna push my down arrow to get to the next cell, or you can click on it, you can do either one. Now I'm in the next one. And I'm gonna copy health and benefits. Remember, do not copy the periods. I get people that are very, very literal in this class, and they put periods in, and they're not supposed to. So there's health and benefits. I'm gonna arrow down to the next one. Insurance sales. Arrow down to the next one. And property and casualty. And I'm getting all these from steps F, H, I, and J. I've seen so many people lose points on this one. So I'm gonna leave it there for a second. I'm gonna let people catch up here. So those are your 4 options. Looks good. Looks great, looks fantastic. You're halfway there. Looks fantastic. Okay, I will wait a moment. Yeah, this is not a terribly in-depth project. It's just you gotta set things up. And again, I told you, you're done typing. So, well, okay, we're gonna put 1 record in. We're gonna enter 1 more record in, but it's not gonna be terribly tough.
I'm gonna go back with the space, like these 2 are. I try to click it back to go.
Yeah, just click there. Just click on insurance sales. Yeah, backspace. There you go. And your last one is property and casualty. And again, I'm getting all this information from steps F, H, I, and J. All right. We're gonna finish this step. Let's finish the step and then you can do it on that one. So everybody, let's do this. So we're gonna finish this step. We're gonna do K, L, M, and N. So we're gonna click the next button. Because we're not done yet. Next. We're gonna check this checkbox that says limit to list, because if you don't, there's gonna be limitless choices. So anybody can put whatever they want in there. So we limit to list, and then we finish. Then we click finish. But Nick, it says short text. Don't worry about that. So go ahead and do, can you do that on that one while I'm doing some explanation? So do not do this. I'm just going to show you this for your own information. If you're ever wondering if a lookup wizard is on a field, don't do this. I'm just going to show it to you. Down here at the bottom under field properties, there's 2 tabs. There's general, there's lookup. So lookup will tell you, so if you misspelled any of them, you can always correct them down here in lookup. So keep that in mind, everybody online too. If you messed up any of that, you can click the lookup tab like this, and it will show you your row sources down there where it says administration, health and benefits, insurance, sales, and property and casualty. So that's how you can prove that there is a lookup wizard attached to that field. That's the only way you would know. Because if you were looking at it this way, I don't see any lookup wizard. So the only way you would ever know that is if you clicked that tab down there. Or if you were in datasheet view, which you'll see in a moment, you'll see that you can pick from the list. All right, you didn't have to do step in because, well, hold on, save. Okay, yeah, we didn't have to click yes. All right. All right, we are coming toward the end of the project. Coming up to the end of the project. So did you get the 4 on the lookup wizard for department?
I'm really getting there.
So yep, you just gotta click that, lookup wizard, yep. I will type the, yep, next. Then you gotta make a column, well, I make the column a little wider, but you just gotta copy and paste those 4 values in again. All right, I'm gonna take everybody through the next step and I'll catch you guys up. All right, so everybody else. Right now, the only thing I want you to do is, we're still in the employees table, right? We should still be in the employees table. The only thing I really want you to do is, you notice it says edit the description property of the branch field in the employees table, so don't worry about step A. I say that because by now, you should know that you have the word branch in both tables. Both tables have the word branch. So for this one, watch what I'm doing, everybody. I'm just gonna copy all this, copy all that before I do this step. And then you'll notice that we want the branch field. So the branch field is here. I'm gonna get rid of branch assigned to. I'm gonna paste. So I'm getting rid of whatever was in there and I'm pasting. That way you don't have to worry about spaces. You don't have to worry about anything else. You just had to worry about that. All right, congratulations. Now it says save and close any tables you may have opened. And I'm closing. All right. Remainder of step 10, everybody, here we go. Don't worry, I'll take you guys through it in a moment. Remainder of step 10, here we go. We're gonna go to the database tools tab. And we are gonna click on relationships. So you should see this. Okay, all I would like you to do here at this point is on the right-hand side where it says add tables, double-click branches, double-click employees. And then close add tables. Now, I want you to understand this. You can drag these around to your heart's content. You can make them bigger, you can do this. You can resize them. So here's what we're gonna do, everybody. We're gonna drag the word branch from over here on branches on top of the word branch over here on employees, like this. We're gonna do it very slowly. The tip of your pointer has to be on the word branch over here, otherwise this will not work. And let go. And if you see this, that's a really good sign. Okay, I'll catch you guys up in just a second. So at the end of this, you will notice, so that was D, E, F, G, H, I, we just did I, J, they both say branch. They both say branch over here, everybody? In the back, yes. My back person, branch over here. I know your name, I'm not gonna say it on the video. Okay, so as long as you see branch and branch, that's great. So we're gonna click the enforce referential integrity and cascade updated and related fields checkbox, these first two. We're gonna leave delete alone. We're gonna leave delete alone. It tells you why right here. So we're not gonna delete. And then you're gonna click create. You will notice there's a number 1 over here on branches. You'll notice there's an infinity sign over here on employees. That means that every branch has a number of employees. So we call it a one-to-many relationship. All right, let's catch up. So now, see step 10B? with all those words, branch, I want you to copy that. Just pull it down and go to the left. You don't have to, yeah. Okay, copy that. Yep. You're gonna get rid of branch assign to. You're gonna get rid of, just delete, yeah, click in there and just wipe it out. And then Control V to paste. That's what you're supposed to do. All right, save it. Okay, and then close it. And then we're gonna go to Database Tools, Relationships. We're gonna double click the two fields, or yep, double click branches, double click employees. Yep, double click employees, close add table, or close this. Okay, you can drag one over, you can drag employees over here. You can also put your pointer in the corner and make it bigger. Yeah, just make it wider so you can see it all. That's good. No, you're good. Do the same thing to the field. Just make it bigger. All you're gonna do here is you're gonna drag branch onto the word branch. The tip of your pointer has to be on that, the tip of the pointer has to be on the word branch. Drag it, no, you had it. Put your pointer on branch, drag branch onto branch. There, beautiful. Click the first two check boxes, click create. Yep, and then create, and then you're caught up. Do the same thing over here. It's gonna be done by 11, everybody, don't worry. So you're going to go to the instructions. You're gonna copy and paste branch assigned, yep. Yep. Then you're gonna get rid of branch assigned to, and you're just gonna paste it in there. I have you do that so you don't have to type the whole thing. Okay, save it. And then close the table. And then database tools, relationships, double click the two tables on the right. And then close the add tables pane on the right. Yep, make those a little bit bigger so you can see what you're doing. We're gonna drag branch onto branch. Yep, check the first two check boxes so we're not deleting things, click create, bam. And click OK. Is there an extra space somewhere perhaps in the field name? That's the only thing I can think of for the mistake here. Close it, close that. Gotta go back in and check both tables now, so double click the branches table on the left. Okay, change it. No, it's not Cameron Park, it's Cucumrin.
He's spelling that wrong.
And then city, it's not Cameron Park, whatever's after the park, you gotta get rid of that. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. So go ahead and just repair that and save it. Good news, so anyway, everybody online? So we just had a situation where the branches were misspelled. So the branches have to match, otherwise you will get a referential integrity error based on that. Well, everybody else right now, you'll notice that the relationship is one to many. And that's good, that's what we want. So, moving on. So that was all of step 10. So we can go ahead and close the relationship. Yes, save the layout. If you get asked if you want to save the layout, just say yes. You're not going to get dinged for that.
You need to finish on me off with this one.
All right.
Yeah, I hit yes on once.
So
Yes, it's good.
okay, great. Okay. So once you fix that, it's capital C on Cameron, capital P on Park. The city has to be fixed over there too. You got two C's. And then the third one should be Granite Bay and not Granite. All right, everybody else. We're gonna go ahead and open the employees table. We're just gonna double click employees over here on the left. Brings up data sheet view. All you're gonna do is put in, because look, we don't really have to do 13. We don't have to do, well, we're gonna change it to landscape and that's it. And then we're done with the project. So this is it.
So then close it out, Nick, after?
Well, is the city on the first one, it has extra stuff after Cameron Park on the first one. That's why I asked you all to make these bigger so you can see, or wider. Okay. Yeah, get rid of the CA after Cameron Park. Okay. Then go back to design view because I did ask for address, city, and state to be capitalized. So So make sure you capitalize address, city, and state. That should be capital A, capital C, capital S. All right, everybody, so go ahead and enter in. Go ahead and enter in this record, 200, Timothy Hansen, Cameron Park.
Can we copy and paste it?
Yes,
There it is.
until you get to department, then you have to choose that from the list, because remember, we did that. But yes, you can copy and paste the date in, and then the salary. And that's what it's gonna end up looking like. So, one second. Okay, save that. Okay, now, close branches. Okay, now try to do the branch to branch. And click the first two checkboxes and click create. Yes, that's what it was supposed to do. Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and close the relationships. Say yes, and then double click employees on the left, the employees table, double click it. Same with you. Okay. So the next step, it does say to enter in, and it will tell you in the instructions to enter in that. So you're gonna type it in just like I did.
So I close it, right?
Oh, yeah,
I close it, okay.
yep. Then you're gonna double click employees.
Click.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna enter in that record right there on step 11.
Got it, thank you.
Then after you've done that, everybody, it says save and close the table, I believe. Yeah, okay. Yep, save and close the table. So you're gonna save and close the table. I'll be over here with you guys in just a second. I'm just gonna finish this up for everybody else. Then it says here, everybody, don't worry about step 13. Don't do step 13. Step 14. So it does want you to open up the branches table after all. So I'm just gonna double click branches. Now, it says go to print, print preview, and we're gonna select landscape. So here we go, file, print, print preview. And then we have to change it to landscape. So notice how it's portrait. We're gonna change it to landscape. Okay, and then we're done with this, so I'm gonna click close print preview. And then we're good, everybody. You can save it.
You service Nick.
You can save it, close it, upload it.
Service limited of that number.
You just type in 3900. So just click there, 3900. Oh boy, get rid of the zero. Get rid of all of it. Just type in 3900. And then click back on the date. There you go, save it. Okay, so last step, did you get that on the last step? So we open up, right, so after you type all that in, you're gonna save it, close it. Oh, click cancel, okay, click over here, yeah, there. Save it, okay, close it, double click branches. Then you're gonna go to File tab, Print, Print Preview. You're gonna change portrait to landscape, close print preview, save it,
There you go.
close it, upload. Save it, close it, upload it. You gotta close the whole thing.
I'll close the whole thing.
Yeah, up in the upper right
Yeah,
corner.
what do I do right here, Nick, so I can upload mine?
Here, I'll be right there. Let me finish this up for the people at home, because I already finished the last step. All right, everybody, so that was it. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload the file. Told you we'd be done by 11. 100%? Of course, you got 100%. Now, the question is, did I? The question is, did I? That's always the biggest question in our classes, right? Is Nick actually gonna get the 100 again? Well, we'll find out in just a moment, won't we?
Wow.
Took like a moment.
34 points. See, I told you I'd make it up to you. We do have one coming up that's 14 or 13 points. We should blaze through that one. I think I know how to do that one almost without looking at the instructions. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We did it again. We will see you on Tuesday for chapter 12. Have a great day, everybody online. Take care and see you later.